Welcome to Larry's Fountain Pens. I'm Larry the Pen Bug Guy. I'll be your host on this review. Pull up a chair, grab yourself your soda, Kool-Aid, tea, whatever you're drinking, kick it back, relax, and enjoy. I am doing a presentation of a Jim Hinze custom-made pen. The name of this pen is the Americana, meaning anything, everything that is American made. I'll be describing the fountain pen to you, and I'll show you a writing sample and the ink colors that I've kind of matched it up to. All right. So here we are, back with another Jim Hinze custom fountain pen creation. Before I get started, little sales pitch here, but it's up to you if you want it or not. This month is the last month of Hinze Custom Pens gigantic sale offer. January, 30% off. Once it's gone forever. This is custom made by Jim Hinze himself. Each pen is turned himself. He pours his own materials to get that color he wants. He turns each pen by hand using different tools to get the kind of colors he's looking for and the shapes. But you, the viewer, and maybe a customer, can go to his website, Mr. Announcer.
HinzeWoodCreations.com.
Say it again, a little louder, please.
HinzeWoodCreations.com.
If you go there for right now, then you can do your order or email Jim. Jim is working on getting that new website up and running, hopefully by the end of this month. Now, here's a layback time. Mr. Announcer, on the pens, it'll take
approximately 3 weeks.
But you can get your order in even on the last day of the month, January, and still get that huge discount. Which pens? Well, I've reviewed several, so just check out Larry's Fountain Pens on YouTube videos, and you can see for yourself which one fits your fancy. And remember, we all are different. You may like or not like. That's cool. Makes no difference. So, that's what we're here for. So let's get started on this pen. Before I give the dimensions, let me talk about this pen. This might be hard to see, but it's a beautiful dark blue, a teal maybe color with some black in it. It's a magnificent fountain pen. This one I really am attracted to. I love the color. That's number one. I like the shape. Now, I'm more of a cigar-shaped person myself, but I do like the shape of this pen. So the whole pen, the material of this pen is ebonite. Excellent quality of material. Good choice. And the only metal hardware you're going to see on this pen is the clip. Can you get a good focus on that clip there? Beautiful clip. And then we go to the finial on top. Not much going on there, but it's the same color as the cap, as the barrel. As we go down the barrel, it kind of rounds off there, and there you have it. Custom made pen. So it's cap, twist off cap, 5 turns to get it off. Nothing inside the cap. So let's go down the barrel. As we go down the barrel, the threads, you can feel them, but they're not sharp. It's not going to hurt your fingers, so it's nicely made. And the grip section. If you have those big chunky sausage, big man bowl type fingers, it'll work. I have those little bitty fingers, so Really, any grip works for me, so this is fine. Sometimes I tend to hold my pen, grip it right here. So, but anyway, that's not going to be in the way. A magnificent fountain pen here. Now this nib, have a good look at that nib. Tell me when, Mr. Announcer. Okay. It is a 1.1 Jowo stub nib. And you're going to see how well this pen writes. It does come with a ink converter. And right now I have it inked up with one of my greatest, beautifulest inks, Monteverde Olivine. I love the color of ink. That's just one of the greens that I'm fond of. So, just a nice color. And I thought it went well with this pen. Okay, now let me tell you on my likes of a pen. I like my pen with a high glossy polish. That's me. I'm more for a cigar shaped pen. That's me. I do like and want a clip on my pen like this one. I prefer to have small narrow band at the end of the cap and maybe at the end of the barrel. Is that a deal breaker for me? No. But what is a deal breaker for me, I have to have a clip. And I prefer a cigar shape. But this pen is magnificent, just like it sits right here in front of you. Would I buy the pen? Definitely. Do I think this is a great pen? Definitely. Do I think it looks good? Does it write good? Definitely and definitely. But the reason why I pointed out those is because we're all different, right? We all like different things. And that's me. You know, did I say this pen was bad? By no means I didn't say it bad. I'm just telling you what I like. So, a beautiful, well-made fountain pen by Hinze Custom Pens. So now let me pull out my trusty book here and run over some dimensions of this fountain pen. All right. The length of this pen closed, just like you see it, is 154.4 millimeters, or 6.08 inches. The length of the cap only is 70.7 millimeters, or 2.70 inches. The length of the barrel and the grip, right there, it's going to be 113.4 millimeters, or 4.46 inches. The barrel, just the barrel, nothing else, is 92.3 millimeters, or 3.63 inches. The widest point of the cap is 15 millimeters, or 59 inches. The widest point of the barrel is going to be 15 millimeters, or 59 inches. And before I go any farther, let me get you the weight of this pen. It won't take but a second. Bear with me. Turning it on. Here we go. The weight is 23.9 grams. Now these pens will be coming with cartridges. They will take a standard long or short cartridge, but Jim is planning to put, I think, a couple of short cartridges in there. The pen, depending on the length of the pen, will either come on the Hinze handmade pen case, which is aluminum made with Hinze's logo, very nicely made. Nice aluminum case. It lays in a sponge bed type. And there's that beautiful pen. or a pen that of your liking that you choose depending on the length size could come on in this wooden box, again with Hinze logo on it. Beautiful, well-made box. Now this box will not hold this pen because the pen's too long. And before I get any further, some people will ask, well, this pen, can you post the pen? Yes, you can, very securely. Kind of long, but it's okay. I mean, it doesn't bother me. It may annoy some people. But without the cap, you have enough in your hand of pen to fit comfortable, and it's a well-balanced pen. So I do enjoy using the pen. I've been writing with this pen, I don't know what, about 3 days now. Getting a chance to try out these pens. Are they as good as they're supposed to be? Are they worth the money? Well, first about worth the money, that's a big guess because they're custom-made pens, and at these affordable prices, way affordable, sure. And are they a well-made pen? As far as I can see, yes. So, once again, Jim is going to be also including 2 short international cartridges with this. If it comes in the box, he's going to be ordering some little kind of velvet or velour string pouches to put it in, so it will be securely in your wooden box and not rattling around. How much is this pen? Not 400, not 5, not 3, but it's $249 for this pen. Is that a lot of money for this pen? No. For a custom-made pen? No. You can spend that kind of money on other pens that aren't custom-made, that are just on the assembly line. Because they sell so many pens, they have to keep up with it. So they may push out 50, 100, 200, whatever, and have machines putting them out with people at the end doing whatever they need to do to assemble the pens. So, custom-made pens means each pen is custom-made by one individual. Later down the road, Jim may hire another individual to help him maybe polish or put a pen together, but the official hands-on actually making the pen will be Jim Hinze himself, no other touching it. That's his quality control check, and he will write with the pen as well to make sure the nib is working correctly. Now there may be a time that you may get a nib that may not write, or it may write for a while, then it stops writing. Get a hold of Jim, and he will check that nib out. Sometimes he gets some bad nibs. I've had that done from other manufacturers. It wasn't the manufacturer's fault. It was a poor nib, that it wrote fine for the first week, and then it would just dry up. So I thought I'd bring that out. I'm trying to let you know everything that I know firsthand. Now's the time for me to buy some pens. As you know, since I'm disabled, I don't have that kind of income coming in. So I have to save, 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 save. Well, now, Hinze has made it affordable for folks like me to buy a custom-made pen. And this is really a beauty of a pen. So, let's do some writing here. And I think I will just go ahead and use my Rhodia dot grid, and we'll start to bang off with that. What do you say? Okay. I'll use the back of this paper, pardon me. And I'm just going to post it because I can, and I like to post my pen. So, Jim Hinze. Wow. And let's do some writing. And a few little S's. Ink flow is really great. And do some line variation. Since it's a 1.1, you're going to get a wider downstroke and a thinner cross stroke. And that's about as far as I would push it. And it does get some variation. This is not a flex nib. And I would suggest you not try to flex it, because if you spring those times, that's it. If you're a flex person, then buy a pen with a flex nib. That would solve that problem. And there you have it. The choice is up to you, not to me. I'm not trying to sell or push anything off anybody. I'm just trying to let you know a good buy when I see one. This is a good buy. And on sale, 30% off this month only, is even a bigger buy. And the color of inks that I used, here's my Monteverde Olivine. Beautiful ink. I really love this ink. And here's some Sailor Gentle Espinal right here. It's kind of close to it. And here is a little bit of the Davis Emerald Green. You know, that's about the closest I can get. Pretty close. Nice colors of ink. Last but not least, let's do some pen comparison. Well, this is a long pen. Not too long, but I like long pens. And I love this pen. Now just think, if this pen was the size of a 149 girthy Mont Blanc, woo, hit it. Or a Pelican 1000, woo, hit it. But let's go ahead and put Noodler's Conrad up against it. The Americana is longer and a bit more girth. Beautiful pen. And here's the Pelican, my sweetie. Beautiful. Love the polish on this Pelican. Love everything about that high polish on the clip on the Pelican. But the size, the Americana is a bit longer. And on the girth, I'm thinking the Pelican is probably a bit more girthy. And let's do another My Sweeties, the Vanishing Point. Love Vanishing Point. And the Americana is longer and a bit more girthier. And here's another of my pens, one of my favorites. This is my Edison beautiful fountain pen. I love the high, beautiful polish that Edison has done with the pens, and I love the clip and everything about it. Now, the Americana is a bit longer than the Edison pen is. So this is the Edison Collier pens. But the Edison Collier is a bit more girthier than the Americana. Another favorite beautiful fountain pen, the Conklin Brownstone. Americana wins out a little bit longer. That's what I like about that pen. And the Brown Star, I would give it almost about the same girth. What do you think, Mr. Announcer? I think it's pretty close match up there. Beautiful fountain pen. And let's do the Monteverde Sequoia. Okay, I love that beautiful blue. I love that beautiful polish on it. I love the material. I love everything about it. And the Americana is a bit longer. And the Sequoia, I would say, has more girth. We're almost done. Here is my ultimate beautiful sweet baby, Mont Blanc 149. Americana is a bit longer. And the Mont Blanc 149 The barrel, I would say about the same girth to the Americana. Or maybe the Americana is a bit less girth, but they're almost there. Almost. Last but not least, here is the Hinze custom made Blue Storm. Americana beats it by a little bit, and I would say the girth about the same. They look about the same. Let me see that a little bit closer here for y'all. Might have a little bit more girth here on the Blue Storm. Well, that gives you a working idea of the Americana made by Jim Hinze, the custom pin maker. Also, last but not least, on Jim Hinze nibs. You can get them Joe Still, and he has Bach. You can get them extra fine, fine, and medium. When you go to broad and up, there's going to be a slight charge for those nibs. Not a big charge. Maybe $5 or so, something like that, but it's not a big charge. Okay, the availability of different materials of nib. You can get the 18K gold nib. You can get the titanium nib or the palladium nib. So those are options for you. And one last thing. My pen, if this was mine, I would have a 1.1 blue, beautiful nib on it. Or you can go black or orange or red. So Jim has those nibs also in different colors. Now remember, if he doesn't have that nib in, he will order it. So enough time for it to arrive, because he has to make your pen. And those pens take anywhere from 3 to 5 hours, depending if everything goes right. And he has to pour his own colors to get that block just right, how he wants it. And sometimes it may take a week if something happens while he's making the pen, or it doesn't come out the way he wants, or whatever detail that's missing and Jim's just not comfortable with, he won't put it out. Quality control's a must for anybody that makes pens. And right now, a lot of our major pen companies, they're losing some of that quality control, because I'm hearing that nibs aren't up to par, and they have to send the pen back to get that nib retuned, readjusted, or even replaced. Well, there you have it, my friend. That's the story about the Jim Hinze Americana, one of his newest ones. So keep watching for Jim Hinze pens. He's all over Facebook. And once again, for right now, you can email Jim Hinze at
HinzeWoodCreations@gmail.com.
And you can email him there once you get on there, and he'll get back to you. He is on Facebook, on Larry's Fountain Pens. You can send him a message, a private message there as well. I think he might be also on the Larry the Pen Bug Pen Pals, not sure. But you can find him on Instagram. Jim's all over the place. So here's the chance. And you know, the pens are different prices depending what material. Jim uses 3 materials. So, you know, resins of different kinds. Some polish up real nice and some are okay, depending on the polish. But he can get a real high polish on it. But this pen is fine. I just kind of digging the look. And I love the way it writes. Just a Joe 1.1, but I still like the way it writes. I'm a 1.5 fan, but I'm starting to dig on the 1.1s. I don't know. I guess my taste changed. Well, that's going to wrap up this session for the Jim Hinze Custom Pens. I hope you enjoyed this review and found it helpful for, hey, you thinkers and you newbies out there. And you're ready to take the plunge. You're ready for a fountain pen. But you're not ready to spend the big bucks. Jim Hinze has a pen for you. You might check out some of the other pens. This doesn't have the hardware, but you can get hardware on them. I'm not sure of the price on this pen, but I think it's $129. So you can get this at a discount. Now I'm not sure on the price on this one. It could be less. I'm not sure. But check out his website. Get with Jim. Talk to him. They're his pens. He sells them. He knows the price, what they go for. And Jim is passion, his heart, and love is for his fountain pens. If you're not happy, Jim's not happy. Easy as that. So, remember, we all are different. I'm not going to dog anybody's pen. I'm just not that way. If I don't like something about a pen, I'll let you guys know. Because there's not at any time I would try to deceive or mislead my viewers. Sometimes I do have comments from people that call me names. Well, those people, I will have to start blocking them or deleting them, but my moderators are watching out for rude comments like that. Constructive criticism is cool, A-OK. But I think as an adult, we should respect everybody and not be belligerent, hateful, spiteful. With that said, peace, love. Until my next one, God bless.